From AccuWeather.com, this is AccuWeather Daily, a brief host-read article. It's weather news in a nutshell. Well, there's some new research out that was recently released that says that heat affects animals' brains adversely, affecting their ability to think and also affecting their behavior. According to NASA, climate change is already having widespread effects on the environment, including more intense heat waves and the shifting of animal geographic ranges. Some animals retreat to the cool shade on hot days, skipping meals, while others struggle to find food and hide from predators. Now, these impacts ultimately lessen vulnerable species' chances of survival. Recent research has tied higher temperatures to direct animal behavior. A 2023 study investigated the behavioral impact of heat on the southern pied babbler, which is a black and white bird native to southern Africa. The birds were tasked with reaching mealworms, which were visible behind a plastic barrier. On cooler days, they knew to simply go around the transparent wall to reach the snack, but on warmer days, they kept pecking at the plastic. Now, in the same study, the pied babblers were also tasked with retrieving a mealworm that was placed in one of two holes drilled into a wooden block. Each hole had a colored lid of a different shade, and when the birds pecked at one, it would open and reveal either an empty hole or a mealworm. Well, during heat waves, the pied babblers needed twice as many trials to learn that the mealworm was always under the same shaded lid. Meanwhile, hot days cause other animals to become more aggressive. Another 2023 study demonstrated that reports of dogs biting people are more common on hot days, with a 10% increased risk of an incident on a 90-degree day as opposed to a 60-degree day. Researchers were unable to determine if the increase in dog bites was a consequence of altered behavior by the victim or the owner. During a study of chamois, which is a species of goat-like animals that lives in France, the mammals became more combative with one another over food after high temperatures resulted in scarcer vegetation. The chamois became territorial over patches of food, assuming threatening postures and chasing each other. According to a study on the julie, which is a small tropical fish, these demonstrated confrontational behavior during higher temperatures. When the water temperature rises from a normal 78 degrees to about 84, the fish demonstrated more hostility toward its own reflection, biting and slapping its tail against the mirror. Research shows that animals across the planet are impacted by rising temperatures. Animal thinking becomes strained, which then affects their ability to make decisions vital to survival, such as predator recognition. These effects may ultimately lead to declines in population. Well, taking a look at the weather that is affecting the U.S. this week, an active stretch of severe weather is expected to take hold across parts of the plains and the Midwest through much of this week. AccuWeather meteorologists are warning that the main threats with any of these storms may turn severe and might bring strong winds and hail, but stronger thunderstorms could spin up a few isolated tornadoes. Torrential downpours can lead to flash flooding, especially in areas where heavy rain falls over a short period. Now, the risk of severe thunderstorms is expected to ramp up again in parts of the plains and Midwest Tuesday afternoon into the evening, stretching from the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles into southern Canada. A concentrated area of storms is expected across portions of North and South Dakota, where AccuWeather meteorologists have added a moderate risk with a high risk in central North Dakota. Main hazards include downpours, hail, and damaging winds. There may also be a few isolated tornadoes in the strongest of those storms. The AccuWeather local storm max for Tuesday is 100 miles per hour. Individuals traveling on Interstates 29, 90, and 94 should prepare for potential delays due to severe thunderstorms. The risk of severe storms will continue through midweek, stretching from southern Canada and the Midwest into parts of the Mississippi Valley. AccuWeather is predicting a moderate risk from Fargo, North Dakota, to western Wisconsin, where potent storms are expected to be most numerous. Now, it is possible there could be an upgrade to a high risk, with hundreds of high wind incidents possible within this zone. The severe weather threat Wednesday afternoon and into the evening includes the major metro areas of Omaha, Minneapolis, and Des Moines, Iowa. The risk of severe weather will shift eastward Thursday from eastern Kansas to Michigan as a front moves through the area. Any storm that turns severe will be capable of downpours, damaging winds, hail, and even isolated tornadoes. Some severe storms will pop up in the east on Thursday and Friday. There is the potential for more regional severe weather on any given day. Some risk of severe weather will push into parts of the Ohio Valley and the Appalachians on Friday as a front continues to move eastward into the region. That's all for now. You can find more regional forecasts and science-based articles at AccuWeather.com. And for your local forecast at your fingertips, download the free AccuWeather app. Enjoy the rest of your day, stay weather aware, and I'll be back tomorrow with more from AccuWeather.